let's dive into a story that stretches across the Atlantic, where two nations, France and the United States, find themselves at a crossroads. Their relationship, once defined by shared victories and mutual admiration, is now being tested by a new wave of political and economic storms. Today, we explore the evolving and sometimes turbulent relationship between these two global powers, each with its own vision for the future. In August 2025, the Trump administration unveiled a series of bold, controversial policies, all under the banner of freedom and finance. These moves sent shockwaves through international markets and diplomatic circles alike. The new American agenda focused on sweeping deregulation of the financial sector, promising to unleash innovation and growth, but also raising concerns about risk and instability. At the same time, the US imposed steep tariffs on trading partners, including its European allies, aiming to protect American industries, but straining long-standing alliances. France, a nation that values stability, regulation, and social safety nets, suddenly found itself at odds with America's high-risk, high-reward economic approach. French leaders voiced their concerns, warning of the dangers of unchecked markets and the erosion of international cooperation. But the clash didn't stop at economics. American policies on reproductive health, which rolled back access to contraceptives and abortion, ignited passionate protests in France. French citizens took to the streets, defending rights they see as fundamental to their national identity. This is more than a trade dispute. It's a defining moment for both countries. The tension is palpable in diplomatic meetings, news headlines, and the daily lives of ordinary people. We'll look at how American tariffs are affecting French citizens, from rising prices at the supermarket to farmers struggling to sell their goods. The ripple effects are being felt in every corner of French society, and we'll witness the emotional fight over reproductive rights, as French women rally to protect access to contraceptives and healthcare, determined not to let foreign policies undermine their freedoms. We'll compare the American vision of unbridled financial freedom with France's more cautious, community-focused approach. It's a clash of philosophies, one that could reshape the global economic order. Finally, we'll see how France is fighting to defend its economy, its values, and its way of life in a world that's growing more unpredictable by the day. This story is about more than just economics. It's about national identity, the meaning of freedom, and the struggle to maintain dignity and unity in the face of global change. Across politics, economics, and social values, France is being tested on multiple fronts. The resilience and commitment of its people are on full display as they navigate this new era. Join us as we unravel this complex, high-stakes story, a story of economics, identity, and the enduring struggle to protect what matters most. Let's explore the tariffs, a move that seems to close doors rather than open them. In August 2025, the Trump administration imposed sweeping import taxes, affecting global trade. The European Union, including France, was caught in the crossfire. French industries reliant on the American market face economic instability. Tariffs make French products more expensive for Americans, leading to decreased sales. The erratic nature of these tariffs creates chaos for businesses. Smaller businesses struggle the most, lacking resources to navigate the new rules. France and the EU must rethink their trade strategy, caught between retaliation and negotiation. This economic battle affects jobs, livelihoods, and global cooperation. For France, these tariffs shake the foundations of its economic model. Now, let's shift from the world of economics and trade disputes to a far more personal and deeply divisive issue, one that strikes at the heart of values, beliefs, and human rights. The France-US conflict has taken a dramatic turn, moving from financial disagreements to a heated debate over morality and ethics. At the center of this storm are $10 million worth of contraceptives, thousands of boxes of birth control pills, condoms, and other essential supplies, originally intended to help people in developing nations manage their reproductive health. The Trump administration has ordered these supplies to be destroyed on French soil, a move that has shocked many both in France and around the world. Security trucks have been seen transporting the shipments to incineration facilities, underlining the seriousness of the operation. For many in France, this act is not just about policy. It's a direct affront to the nation's core values and a violation of basic human rights. Protesters have taken to the streets, holding signs that read, "Nos corps, nos choix," our bodies, our choice. The contraceptives themselves are perfectly viable, and in many countries, they represent a lifeline for women and families who have little or no access to family planning resources. Healthcare workers in Africa and Asia have spoken out, emphasizing how desperately these supplies are needed to prevent unwanted pregnancies and improve public health. The decision to destroy them has been widely condemned by activists, humanitarian organizations, and even some government officials. Many see it as a cruel, ideologically driven act that prioritizes political agendas over the well-being of vulnerable populations. Now, France faces a profound dilemma. Allowing the incineration to proceed would mean turning a blind eye to suffering abroad and contradicting the nation's long-standing commitment to human rights and social justice. France has a proud tradition of supporting reproductive rights, with decades of activism and legal reforms that have made it a leader in women's health and autonomy. This controversy is more than a diplomatic spat. It's a test of France's identity and its willingness to stand up for the principles it holds dear. The protests and public outcry reflect a nation grappling with its conscience on the world stage. The battle has shifted from tariffs and trade to something far more fundamental: the universal right to health, dignity, and self-determination. Human rights activists are making it clear that this is about more than just supplies. It's about the values that define a society. As French officials deliberate, the world is watching. Every decision, every statement is being scrutinized for what it says about France's role as a defender of human rights and a beacon of progressive values. International headlines have amplified the controversy, and angry demonstrators continue to gather outside French facilities, demanding action and accountability. In the end, this is not just a question of policy or politics. It's a direct challenge to France's national identity, its moral standing, and its place in the world as a champion of human rights. When news broke of the controversial plan to burn millions of contraceptives, the French public was quick to react. Outrage swept through the streets of Paris and beyond, as citizens from all walks of life realized the implications of such a move. The plan was seen not just as a political maneuver, but as a direct threat to personal freedoms and public health. People felt compelled to act, determined to make their voices heard and to defend what they saw as fundamental rights. In response, a powerful coalition formed. Feminist organizations, non-governmental groups, and trade unions, often with differing agendas, came together in a rare show of unity. Their message was clear. The American plan would not go unchallenged in France. They organized rallies, coordinated strategies, and reached out to the public, determined to build a broad-based movement. For many, this was not simply a matter of international relations. It was a deeply personal issue, touching on bodily autonomy, women's rights, and the right to healthcare. Activists argued that the decision would have real consequences for everyday people and that it was up to the French to decide their own future. The movement quickly gained momentum. Within days, a public petition demanding the government intervene had gathered over 20,000 signatures, with more pouring in by the hour. The petition became a symbol of collective resistance, uniting people across political and social divides. Activists also drafted an open letter to President Macron, framing the issue as a moral crisis. They called on him to defend the values of liberty, equality, and fraternity, and to stand up for the rights of French citizens in the face of foreign pressure. On the ground, volunteers took direct action. They distributed contraceptives to those in need, ensuring that supplies reached vulnerable communities. Their efforts were both practical and symbolic, showing that the people would not be passive in the face of injustice. Despite these efforts, the United States government rejected France's proposal to redistribute the contraceptives. This refusal only fueled suspicions that the true aim was destruction, not negotiation, and hardened the resolve of protesters. As the crisis deepened, the French government found itself under mounting pressure. Media coverage intensified, and officials faced tough questions about their response and their willingness to stand up to American demands. Legal experts and activists began to argue that destroying the contraceptives would violate international law, particularly agreements on humanitarian aid and public health. This added a new dimension to the debate, raising the stakes for all involved. What began as a bureaucratic procedure had now become a national moral referendum. The resistance movement transformed the issue into a test of France's values and its commitment to democracy. With public pressure reaching unprecedented levels, President Macron's leadership faces a defining moment. The world is watching to see how France will respond. Let's return to finance, highlighting a philosophical gap between the US and France. Trump's plan allows riskier investments in American retirement plans. This contrasts with France's cautious, regulated retirement system. The French model prioritizes stability and collective responsibility. Linking retirement to high-risk investments alarms French policymakers. France views deregulation as a step backward, reminiscent of the 2008 crisis. France is likely to strengthen its regulations in response. This clash has real-world consequences, affecting global financial stability. France chooses security over speculation, reinforcing its economic model. What do US tariffs mean for the average French person? Job losses are the immediate effect as companies cut back. French consumers face higher prices due to retaliatory EU tariffs. The uncertainty harms the business climate, slowing economic growth. The French government takes the tariff threat seriously. They work with the EU to present a united front. Exploring new markets is a long-term solution. In the short term, French businesses and consumers bear the brunt. The tariff battle affects jobs, livelihoods, and economic stability. France faces a delicate diplomatic dance with the US. Working through the EU, France seeks leverage as a unified bloc. The goal is clarity and stability in trade relations. France demands formal agreements to restore order and predictability. The contraceptive issue requires careful navigation. Public condemnation could worsen the situation. France reassesses its alliances, strengthening ties with the EU, building partnerships with countries favoring a rules-based order. The crisis pushes France to adapt its foreign policy. Old friendships can no longer be taken for granted. France is determined to protect its social and economic model. This model prioritizes social cohesion and economic stability. France defends its belief in a state-provided safety net. In response to US deregulation, France strengthens its regulations. The goal is to prevent financial contagion from the US. France supports businesses hit by US tariffs, promoting made-in-France products at home. France's actions affirm its commitment to stability and fairness. In a turbulent world, France fights to protect its principles. The France-US battle is a clash of worldviews. The US pursues nationalism and deregulation. France champions unity and stability. The tariff war and financial deregulation define the economic front. France prioritizes citizen security over deregulated markets. The contraceptive issue galvanizes the moral front. Public outcry shows commitment to human rights and equality. France becomes more assertive and self-reliant, strengthening ties with the EU and other partners. Adapting to a world where the US is less predictable, France fights for its identity and future. The outcome will define Franco-American relations and the European model.